Hi everyone, my name is Rena, and today we are going to be working on a new hairstyle for men. You could also use this hairstyle on women too. Basically, we are doing like mini dreads kind of, and doing like a half up, half down style. So let's get into this one. So this is my base character. We are going to start off with kind of mapping out where we want the hair, because this person's going to have like an undercut. Let me just double check my reference photo. Yeah, so this person's going to have an undercut. So let's go into body. Go into textures. Obviously, if you don't want your person to have an undercut, you don't have to do it that way. And I'm just going to draw an outline of where I want the hair to kind of fade in and out. So I'm going to kind of align it with that hairline right there. Let me also turn on this mirroring so I don't have to. Okay. Bro, what the hell? How do you end up down here? Okay, we're gonna zoom in on this. Okay. Once again, I am using a drawing tablet to kind of work through all these. I do have a link below to the tablet that I am using. And just a heads up, it is an affiliation link. The tablet's a pretty decent one, very cheap, it's easy to use. Doesn't have a screen, but hey, beggars can't be choosers. I wanted something to do this with, and this was like the first time I was ever like accomplishing a task like this. So it gets the job done. I like it. Anyways, that's enough about that. Okay, so we have our outline of where we're gonna have the hair. So I kind of want the dreads to be more or less, I'm just going to change the texture, a small to medium sizing. So let's just change that. I'm going to test out this one. I actually don't remember which texture, like how this looked when I actually made this. Okay, so since we are doing a half up, half down, we are going to use freehand groups. So let's do that. Very good tip. Make sure to size the face and the head structure before you do the hair, because the worst is when you make this hair texture and then you're like, actually his head's too big. And then you try to change it and then you're like, now his hair is just floating on his head and he looks like he's wearing a toupee. So yeah, change that before you start. It just makes your life like a hell of a lot easier. So I'm just going to move around some points. I'm probably just going to speed through this. Actually, what am I doing? Yeah, okay, before I speed through any of this, since we are going to be doing like a half up, half down, I'm making it kind of like being pulled into a ponytail. So it's going to be like kind of like how we did that one video where I did a commission piece. If you haven't seen that, I'll put a link up here somewhere. Yeah, and you can see that. So we're gonna put this kind of close to the head. Yeah, so it kind of looks like it's coming from there. And then for the sides, you want it to go from starting close and then heading in. And then at the back of this guy's head too. Sorry, don't mean to yawn. I'm just gonna see if I could kill two birds with one stone here. So since he has like a half up, half down, the hairs in the back, they need to come out. Why do we use that saying, kill two birds with one stick. I usually say this one backwards, but what's a nicer way of saying that same statement? Just leave in the comments another way of saying that statement that's a lot more pleasant and not as violent and aggressive. Anyways, so let's try drawing this hair. Bro, how are you blue? What? There's no highlight though. Okay, anyways, I don't really know what happened there. It's gonna be like a medium. Twist amplitude. Okay, I'm liking how this is looking. Let's make the thickness a little bit there, like okay. And then on the end of his does he have it tapered? Not really. Kinda, yeah. It's more like let's change the structure here. Usually closer to the scalp with dreads are nicer looking if they just got it done. Okay, let's try that. Let's see what that looks like. I don't know why it's like turquoise green over there. Let's see how this looks. See, I don't know what you were talking about, turquoise green. There's none of that in there. That looks like a turd on his head. Okay. Oh, forgive me. Okay. All I'm seeing is just a turd. I promise we will fix this at some point. I'm just gonna do this quickly. Yep. Uh-huh. Okay. Cool. Great. So, now. Oh, Jesus. I am so sorry, sir. I'm so sorry. I promise. I will try to make you look like you have poop on your head. It's the twist amplifier. Yeah, so some of you guys were saying that you don't have it saying twist amplifier, but it's called something different. That could be from the type of Vroid variation that I have. I've noticed that a few people were like, hey, yeah, you have a different one. Different hex. But I don't know, I'm special, you know. Just, it decided to do something different. Don't worry, we'll try to make this work. Okay, so we're gonna make this all go up into a ponytail. So they don't need to wrap completely around the base of this line. That's just kind of like an indication for me of where I need to move things. I'm just gonna do these really quickly. Move the poops. Ew, stinky. Okay. Like, it doesn't look that bad, like right now. It looks like he's wearing a little toupee, but we can fix this easily. Once you kind of realign like the hair merging into the scalp kind of thing and taper that out, it will look a lot better. But right now it's kind of looking funny. And it doesn't need to be like perfect back here, like perfectly rounded or structured, because I mean you're gonna cover it up with like a like more hair that comes out here. I don't want to say like a bun structure because it's not really what that is, but you know. Now the part that I always hate with this hair texture, if you're doing anything like this, is trying to make it blend here in into the scalp. So we can do a few different things. And then basically, you see how like this kind of just morphs in. You just need to decrease this in like the front section. even do like one of these too. Just change around. Oh, I'm in the way, aren't I? Yes, you cannot see what I'm doing this whole time. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. Hold up. I'm talking about this area. You see that over there? Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah. I apologize. I really should pay more attention to that. I'm notorious for doing that stuff, not realizing that I'm in the way. All right. Now this is looking a little better. We can just bring the volume up here a little bit. Okay. So we're going to leave that like that. And then we're going to work on the next part. So we're going to create a new freehand group. Let me just actually look at my reference photo one more time because I kind of am forgetting what it looks like. Yeah. God, mosquitoes are so annoying. I swear to God, I have so many mosquito bites. All right, new freehand group. We are going to, oh yeah, duh, I forgot. Okay, hold on. Before we go back to the other one, let's just do this thing. So bun, hair, here. Pull this in like about there. Yeah, that looks great. Wait, how many dots are there? What the hell? There is one. Okay, so we put you here. Sorry, I need to figure out how many dots I have available. Okay. No one cares about the middle one here. This is obviously going to be done in layers, so you want this to have as much depth. Okay, so that's one area. And I'll draw one turd. Just kidding. One noodle. One noodle. Noodle. Jesus Christ. Woo. Woo. It's we need to okay. Here we're gonna move it. I don't know, I had that song stuck in my head. This is how we do it. It's Friday night. It's alright. Okay, I think that sizing still is a doo-doo. Doo-doo. Okay, doo-doo bop. Anyways, let's go back to this one. We're gonna just draw some hair. What did he have in there? So he has like an undercut, but like some of the hairs are coming from here. So we're gonna just draw that in real quickly. Yo, boo boo, we can't have this looking like that. Fix it. The height of this doesn't really matter too much because it's going to be covered up by like another one. So don't really worry too much about that. And then I just add one straight down the middle here. Cool. And that's the starting of his half up, half down. Okay, so now we can work back into that section, which we're going to go back to mirroring to make our life a little bit easier. Oh my god, I always forget. Okay. I forget where the center is, so then it throws me off. Okay, so that's the center. We're going to go like, off to the side. Jesus. Jesus. Okay, maybe we shouldn't do mirroring, because then it's gonna throw everything off. So it's like all different heights, different lengths, just to add some volume kind of into the mix. You don't want it to be too short, but like the shorter pieces will kind of simulate like the ends of these hairs over here going in. And then we're gonna add in some longer hair piece strands. So we're gonna basically duplicate this, but bring this lower. And then if you want to add more hair, you can come back to that. So I'm just gonna make another freehand group of the same, because I had this mesh already selected. It basically just duplicated the mesh itself, and then you can just manipulate it further to what you want it to look like. So I'm just gonna bring this down. Okay. And then put the two together. What's that looking like? I think this one's mesh needs to go up a bit higher. So also it's at the back of the head, so like not a lot of people are seeing it unless he's like playing some kind of video game where people will be looking at the back of your head. Alright, and then the last but not least that we need to do is just add in like the rest of the hair back down here. So that's a very easy thing you can do. You can even do it with the procedural hair group if you would like. Let's see, would that make sense to do that? Ooh, bang. I just kind of want to see what it would look like if I did do this procedural hair group. Make it and this like that. Bring them together. Position it to the back of the head. See, that's the problem with a procedural hair group. It will automatically start from the tip of the head. So it's like a lot of overlapping. So if that's not what you're looking for, I don't recommend it. But that's why I'm doing this first, so that way you can see what to do and what not to do. So procedural hair group, yeah, if you're working with a whole bunch of procedural hair groups kind of making this shape, it can work. But if you were using freehand group and you just want it in one, like half the head or something, I would suggest not to use the procedural hair group. So I'm just gonna see if I can manipulate it. Like, I know you can bring down the height and whatnot, but I'm also gonna make this longer. I'm gonna give him more than like 6 hairs. We're gonna give him like 12. Bring this here. That's like really stiff. Sorry. Yeah, it's like, it's fine in the sense like, but I'm just gonna delete that. Anyways, freehand group it is. I'm sorry. My nose is so runny. Yeah, that's pretty much it. So that's how you make a half up, half down kind of hairstyle. I think I'm gonna probably add in a bit more hair at the top here. other than that, it's pretty much how you make that. There's nothing else to add other than like your own personal style. And then obviously making the bone structuring of it. Do you have like a hair tie that you can actually see? No. Okay. So I'm just gonna add a little bit on the top just so you can see it kind of from like the front of his face. I don't think you even when I look at, I keep talking about this reference photo, but I'm probably not gonna show it. So just know that I'm looking at a reference photo. Okay, so I'm gonna make a procedural hair group again. A procedural freehand. Okay, now he looks like a little rooster, so let's bring out, let's go, yeah, we're gonna delete this, there, and then, oh god, my eyes, it's itchy. Okay, and then just bring this one down a tiny bit, like, there we go. Some volume. Cool. Okay, now we got that looking like there's some business going on in the back. And then we'll just fix the fade. So let's do that. It's very boring. I'm pretty sure I've already posted a video of how to do that. Yeah, it's boring. But if you want to watch, I will do a very small clipping of what that's going to look like. Okay. Okay, we're going to zoom in as much as we can. Look for the little red dot. I often lose it. It's really boring. So, how's your day going? Let me know what you think about this hairstyle. Would you like me to make another one but on a female character just to show you how what would you do with like this part? Actually, for female characters, it's literally the same exactly same steps. You can give them an undercut if you want, or if you don't want the undercut, then don't put it. Like, just add more hair on the bottom. You just pull that side part more into the braid, ponytail thing, whatever. That. So I use a combination when I'm making these of different brush effects. So like right now I'm using this squared one over there, and then I will go back and do some of these ones just to add in more texture. But I like to use this as a base for the fade. And then you get lighter as you go. Don't do as much. And like he has like a very clean like undercut, where it's pretty much just that. That's his character in a nutshell. I think I'm gonna make another video of modeling nose piercings and stuff, but in Unity. So if that's something, I don't know why I look so angry. Yeah, so I think I'm gonna make a video of modeling like nose piercings in Unity. So if that's something that interests you, come check it out. And probably you can post that sometime next week, and you'll probably see the same character because I'm going to do that, and then and possibly doing another video on how to implement stuff from like that you find in Sketchfab or Unity accessory store and stuff like that, and how to implement that into your character. So yeah, that's something that keeps you you're interested in. Just stay tuned for that. That's probably going to happen sometime in the upcoming weeks. Yeah, other than that, I will show you what it would all look like when the Boneworks is connected, and then that's pretty much it. Have a good one. Okay, bye.